Hey guys, it's Vortex, and today I'm bringing to you something I haven't done before. I hope you like it. I'm reading the fanfic, My Little Pony, Son of the Night. Here comes Chapter 1. In the land of Equestria, years before the return of Nightmare Moon, there was a knight named Lionel. Lionel was a famous knight in the town of Bethlehem, for he always saved it from evil that threatened it. He had a lovely wife named Jessica. One day, Jessica gave birth to a colt with a white and bluish-green mane and tail. They named him Lancelot. Lancelot lived a happy life in his parents' cottage. He played in the fields, helped his mother around the house, learned sword combat with his father. Lancelot dreamed of being a knight just like his father, which he did. When he was nearly 19, he heard about the return of Princess Luna from the moon years later. Come a day that would forever change Lancelot's life. Lancelot was practicing with his sword when a messenger pony came up holding an envelope. Messenger pony. Message from their Imperial Majesties. Lancelot opened the envelope and sees what looks like an invitation. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna accordingly invite your attendance to the Grand Galloping Gala at Canterlot Castle. Lancelot then pulled out the invitation and smiled. He thanked the messenger pony and went to tell his parents. Jessica. Oh, Lancelot, hugs her son tightly. This is so exciting. Our son attending one of the biggest events in Equestria? Lionel smiled and said, I never thought I'd see you get to go. Lancelot said, I know, this is a real big thing here. His mother replied, I can imagine it now. My son walking into the gala looking handsome, greeting others, finding his special sun pony. Lancelot replied, Mom! Lionel, easy now, Jessica. We shouldn't get our hopes up, even if it were possible. Lancelot blushed. Well, either way, I think the gala might be a fine thing to go to. Soon the day of the gala came. When Lancelot reached the palace in Canterlot, the place was packed full. Princess Celestia was greeting every pony at the entrance. Welcome to the gala. She turned to Lancelot and walked up. Good evening, Lancelot. Lancelot replied, Evening, Your Grace. In the ballroom, every pony chatted amongst each other. Suddenly, trumpets sounded and every pony turned to the chamberlain. Her Royal Highness, Princess Luna. Down from the royal stairway, Princess Luna came into the ballroom. In the crowd, Lancelot looked with amazement at the beautiful moon alicorn. Every pony bowed as Luna passed by. Luna walked up to Celestia and the two sisters nuzzled. Celestia looked at Luna and said, Glad you could make it, Luna. Luna replied, Of course, sister. It's been over 1,000 years since I've been to the gala. Lancelot, struck with opportunity, walked up to Luna and tapped her on the shoulder. She turned around. Oh, hello. Lancelot bowed. Your Highness. And what is your name? Lancelot replied, Sir Lancelot. Pleasure to meet you, Sir Lancelot. Lancelot replied, You as well, Princess. The orchestra started playing slow music. Lancelot turned to Princess Luna. Care to dance with me? Luna smiled. I'd love to. They walked down to the dance floor and danced together. Luna said, Well, you sure know how to dance. Lancelot replied, You as well, Princess. Luna looked at him and asked, Tell me, do you adore the knight? Lancelot replied, I do, especially if it involves you. Luna blushed. I am flattered. Lancelot smiled. I can tell. As the two danced, their hearts melted into each other. They walked into the royal garden. Luna giggled. I never had this much fun at the gala. Lancelot replied, Me either. The two sat on a bench and watched the stars. Luna looked at Lancelot. So, Lancelot, tell me a little about yourself. Lancelot replied, Well, my father is Sir Lionel, and my mother is Jessica. I grew up in a cottage with them. I learned sword combat from my father, and helped my mother around the house. I dreamed of being a knight, just like my father, and that's what I am today. Luna replied, Fascinating. Lancelot said back to Luna, Now, tell me about yourself. Luna replied, Of course you know me as the Princess of the Night, but I have done some bad things in the past, when I became Nightmare Moon. Lancelot asked, How did that happen exactly? Luna sighed. It is a long story, really. It was over 1,000 years ago. Every pony adored my sister's day, while they all slept through my night. I grew jealous. Lancelot asked another question. And that's when you became Nightmare Moon? Luna replied with an answer. Yes, and then Celestia banished me to the moon. Lancelot hugged Luna in comfort. I feel bad for you. Luna smiled. It's all right. Thanks to Twilight Sparkle and her friends, I'm back to my true state. Lancelot smiled. And how beautiful you look. Luna blushed. Thank you. Lancelot took Luna's hoof. Luna, would you be my special sun pony? Luna smiled. Yes. The two kissed. Well, that's the end of Chapter 1. On to Chapter 2. And so it was. Lancelot and Luna began dating. They would go out to dinner, stroll through Canterlot, take boat rides, even watch the stars at night. They started to know more about each other, making their love even stronger. 1 year later, Lancelot came to Luna to ask her a very important question. Luna screamed in excitement. Lancelot! She ran over to her colt friend and hugged him. I missed you. Lancelot replied, I missed you as well, Luna. Luna asked, So, what have you got going on today? Lancelot looked at her. There's something I want to ask. Can we go somewhere private? Luna replied with a smile. Of course. The two went to the royal garden. Luna looked at Lancelot. All right, Lancelot. What is it you want to ask me? Lancelot took a deep breath. Luna, our time together has been the best time of my life, and I don't want it to ever stop. Luna replied, Neither do I. I can think of only one thing in the world that would make me happier, and that's just one little word from you." He pulled out a small box. "Luna," he opened the box, revealing a golden horn ring with a diamond. "Will you marry me?" Luna teared up and smiled and said yes. And so, they began preparations for the wedding. They sent invitations, looked over the food, flowers, and dresses, and made sure there were no changelings, Thorax being the one exception. Gotta love Thorax. Luna even chose Starlight Glimmer to be her mare of honor. Soon the day of the wedding arrived. Luna was in her dressing room with Rarity and Starlight getting ready. She was wearing the wedding dress Rarity made her, admiring it. Rarity asked, "So, what do you think, Princess?" Starlight said, with a smile, "I think she looks lovely." Luna replied, smiling, "It looks beautiful. You did excellent work as always, Rarity." A knock on the door was heard at the door. Luna said, "Come in." The door opened, revealing a guard. The guard said to Princess Luna, "Every pony is ready for you." Luna replied, "Thank you, guard." The wedding hall was packed. There were flowers and ribbons everywhere. Every pony was excited, including Twilight, her friends, Shining Armor, and Cadence, even Lancelot's parents, Leonel and Jessica. Lancelot stood on the stand with Celestia, excited on the inside. The ceremony then began as the wedding march sounded. Bridesmaids and groom's ponies walked down the aisle. Finally, Luna came down with the wedding dress Rarity made. Lancelot watched with pride as his bride approached. Luna soon made it to her destination, the two-faced Celestia, who signaled every pony to take their seats. Celestia said, "My dearest subjects, we are here today to celebrate the love of my sister, Princess Luna, and Sir Lancelot. They are standing here today to come together as one." A young colt brought out the rings. Celestia turned first to Lancelot. "Do you, Sir Lancelot, take Luna to be your wedded wife, through sickness and in health, as long as you shall live?" Lancelot replied, "I do." Celestia then turned to Luna. "Do you, Princess Luna, take this stallion to be your wedded husband?" Luna replied with a smile, "I do." Celestia said, "Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you stallion and wife. You may kiss the bride." Luna and Lancelot kissed, and as the crowd cheered. The couple walked out onto the balcony and waved at the cheering ponies that passed the crowd and climbed into a cart. Luna tossed her bouquet to Starlight, who caught it with a smile. The night the reception went on, every pony enjoyed the refreshments. Lancelot and Luna nuzzled each other. They met up with Lancelot's parents. Twilight then sang the same song she sung at Shining Armor and Cadence's wedding, and every pony danced. Soon the party ended. Lancelot and Luna bid farewell to their friends and families and walked to a carriage set for their honeymoon. Luna smiled. "This has been the best wedding yet, dear." Lancelot replied, "It certainly has been, my love." Luna smiled at Lancelot. "So, What do you plan to do on our honeymoon? Lancelot smiled. It's a surprise. Luna looked in wonder. I wonder what it will be. Lancelot looked at her. You'll see. The carriage then rode off into the night. For their honeymoon, Lancelot decided to take Luna to a beautiful green paradise he would often play in as a colt. There were fields of flowers, woodland creatures that frolicked around, and a river with a small waterfall. Luna looked amazed. It's so beautiful. Lancelot smiled. I knew you'd like it. Luna looked in question. Like it? I love it. So Lancelot and Luna enjoyed the paradise. They would sit among the animals, have a picnic, walk along the river, and at night they would watch the stars in the sky. After a month, the loving couple returned to Canterlot, where Celestia was happy to see them again. That day, Amethelia sent one of her angels to deliver great news for Luna. Luna was resting in the palace until she saw a bright light. The light faded, revealing the angel of Amalthea. Named Gabriel. Gabriel looked at Luna. Greetings. You who are highly favored, Amethelia is with you. Luna asked, Who are you? Gabriel replied, My name is Gabriel. Fear not, for you have found favor with Amethelia. You will conceive and give birth to a son. He will be great and will be called the Star Prince. He will reign over Amethelia's ponies forever. His kingdom will never end. Luna looked confused. How can this be? For I am a virgin. Gabriel replied, The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of Amethelia will overshadow you. That child will be the Star Prince with Amethelia. Nothing is impossible. Luna bows in reverence. Then let it be according to your will, according to your word. Gabriel smiled and disappeared. Luna then felt the Holy Spirit touch her, and she realized she was expecting. Luna said to herself, Just wait till I tell Lancelot the good news. Luna found Lancelot in the royal garden. Luna was singing, Oh, Lancelot! Lancelot turned to Luna and asked, What is it, Luna? Luna smiled. I have good news to tell you. Lancelot asked, Good news? Luna was excited. Yes, we are going to be parents. Lancelot, excited as well. Really? Luna nodded. Mm-hmm. Lancelot smiled. Oh, Luna. He picked Luna up by the waist and twisted around. When and how did you find out? Luna grinned. Let's just say an angel told me. Lancelot asked, An angel? Yes, it was strange, but he told me we are going to have a son. Lancelot asked, A son? Another colt to train for a knight. Luna nodded. And a new prince. So it was. Luna and Lancelot prepared for their son's arrival as the months passed. Every pony else was excited and happy about the news. Even Alicia helped Luna through her pregnancy. As the months passed by, Luna became more destined to see her new son. And, well, that's the end of chapter 2. And that's where we're going to leave off for now. We'll pick back up on chapter 3 soon. Tune in next time.